My name is Manny Grewal. I'm with the Stanislaus County Board of Supervisors, as well as a lifelong resident of Stanislaus County. But today I'm here to speak on my faith. The faith that my family and I follow, the religion, is Sikhism. So I'm going to talk about a few things: the origination of the faith, the tenets or belief system, responsibilities of daily life, special days or holy days, and the important role of women in the religion. So the origination of the faith happened in 1469 in what is now known as modern day India. At that time was a part of Pakistan. Post 1947, India separated from Pakistan, but prior to that, it was all one country. And the prophet or the leader of our religion was born in 1469 by the name of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And Guru is put to him as a manner of respect. His name was Nanak Dev Ji, but you will rarely, if ever, see his name being addressed without the word Guru or Baba, which means that he is a teacher, a leader, a religious figure. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born in 1469, and that's why the origination of the religion is also 1469, because we believe that Sikhism originated with his birth. So it's about 550 years old religion. We're the fifth largest religion in the world. And most of the followers are in India, but now you'll find many followers all across the nations, all across the world. So the tenets of the Sikh religion are pretty simplified. Three major tenets, which is remember God and always thank him for his blessings. Share your blessings, meaning there's what can be known as a tithing system, but a system of if you are blessed in any manner, you should share that with other members of humanity, regardless of race, creed, anything. And lastly, honest and truthful living, working hard, not deceiving anyone, not looking for ways to cheat or be dishonest. So those are three of the major tenets of the religion. And I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but that was the origination of the Sikh religion, not to overcomplicate things. There is one God, regardless of if you come from any religion. We all believe in a goodness in humanity. And I always say that being a good Sikh means you can be a good human being and you could infiltrate in any religion. Because at the end, every religion tells us or allows us to be the best being that we can be. And that's what Sikhism is about as well. Always make sure that you're remembering God and be thankful. And not just being thankful of moments of when much is given, but also being thankful when one may think that you're at a disadvantage or you're not receiving what you should receive. To be even more simple, every breath you should be thanking God that you're even allowed the opportunity to breathe, to be alive. And that's a blessing in itself. So it's not just blessings of being given wealth or giving notoriety or popularity or a position of power. That's far away from obviously what to be thankful for. But the main thankful is to be able to remember God and to be able to live a healthy life where you're able to always remember the blessings that you've received. So that really translates in the responsibilities of daily life. Every Sikh, once baptized, wears the 5 Ks. Many of you have probably heard of those. And those 5 Ks are symbolic. So they're symbolic of a lot of things. And I'll go into a brief kind of synopsis of each of the 5 Ks and why they're worn. So most practicing Sikhs that practice the religion and have been baptized or not baptized, but still looking someday to be baptized, start following that in their daily life. And the 5Ks kind of help us stay on track, if you may. So first is the turban. The turban is originally wasn't a symbol of any religious affiliation or anything of that means. It was a symbol of equality, because in those times when the Sikh religion was originated, there was a huge caste system in India, which was differentiated people, religious clergy, noble hierarchy, royalty, going down to various types of different castes. And the turban was only worn by those that were financially or in positions of influence. So when the Sikh religion was started, that was one of the first things that the Guru started, is everybody is equal. Regardless of what family you're born in, where you come from, everybody should all respect each other as fellow human beings and not discriminate towards anybody because of their livelihood, because of their caste. So what originated as a sense of a symbol of equality then also became one of the artifacts that covered one of the 5Ks, which is kesh. Kesh is unshorn hair. So unshorn hair, we feel that everything is a blessing from God, and wearing your hair and allowing it to grow is a gift of God through nature. And obviously, hygiene is a huge part. Some people will say, people that want to question that rationale will say, well, I mean, then why wouldn't you let your nails grow, or why wouldn't you let other? Because it's unhygienic. The kesh are the utmost respect. We feel that's the start of the body. That's where our body, mind, all of that comes together. And we keep that covered with the turban. Every day you get what's called a kanga, a small comb that you wear in your head to make sure that you're hygienic and make sure that you're combing your hair, washing your hair every day, and treating it with the utmost respect, because it being a gift of God. So you got the kanga, kesh, and then the next, you'll probably see many Sikhs wearing the kada, which is on their right hand, usually their dominant hand. So if you're left-handed, it would be on your left hand. And this is also symbolic of the fact that you should never try to use your whether you're in a position of power or whatever position you may be in, to hurt others. So it's a reminder, if you're your dominant hand and you're signing away something that's going to be deceiving towards somebody, it should remind you that, hey, you're a Sikh and you should, this isn't something that's expected of you. This isn't something that's allowed of you. If you're lifting your hand to hit somebody when you're being unjust or treating somebody that's not able to protect themselves, it should remind you that you shouldn't be doing this. So it's really a symbolic figure to tell you that, to give you one last look before you do something, to say, hey, should I be doing this? Is this something that the Sikh religion allows or not? The last is we wear a kashera, which is a longer wear of undergarment. And that's also, if you're in a marital relationship, to make sure that you always remember that you're in a married relationship. So adultery or premarital sex is not something that's encouraged or allowed in the Sikh religion. And the last one is the kirpan, which is a small dagger, usually about 2 or 3 inches. Many people just wear it inside with the kada, just being symbolic. And again, it's the symbol of you should only use violence as a last resort. And that's if you're protecting someone or a group that can't protect themselves. It should be that you should be able to protect yourself, but it should be the last resort. It shouldn't be the first resort. And it's only allowed or encouraged in any way if it's somebody that's creating an atrocity towards the human race or towards somebody that can't protect themselves. And many people now don't wear it as much openly because there have been cases of issues of it being utilized in manners that it was never intended for. So it's more of a symbol that you should always stand for what's right. You should stand for those that can't stand for themselves. So another way of being of service to the human race. So those are the 5 Ks. The holy days are the birth of Guru Nanak, which usually happens in November. Because of the Indian calendar, the dates may change, so there's not a specific date. Vaisakhi, which is actually coming up April 13th, that was the start of the baptism process, what was known as the Amrit, which was given by the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh. He was given the Amrit from 5 members that he had chosen that portrayed or conveyed of being good Sikhs. So that's on April 13th. And then we have a lot of martyrs in our religion that, against being oppressed and facing persecution, they still were committed to the Sikh religion. So throughout the years that's transpired, and we pay respects for them. June of 1984, other martyrs during the time of the rule of Islam, when people were being persecuted for not converting into the religion. And then all of the 10 gurus which followed Guru Nanak Dev Ji, because the religion was started by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and there was 10 gurus that each of them played a significant role throughout the years. I mean, Guru Nanak Dev Ji was in 1469, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji was 1742. So those were the leaders in bodily form. After Guru Gobind Singh Ji, after the 10th Guru, then everybody was instructed to follow the Guru Granth Sahib, which is a book of scriptures, 1,430 pages, that has verbiage and the words of many of the gurus, many of the followers in the Sikh religion. And so that's what's been instructed from the religion to, from the gurus, to follow the Guru Granth Sahib. So today, if you go into any Sikh temple, you would pay your respects to the Guru Gobind Singh, and we believe that's the living guru. We pay the utmost respects when we go into the sanctuary, and every congregation that meets, you'll hear the scriptures read aloud by a Granthi, which is what can be known as a priest in the Sikh religion. So those are kind of the daily responsibilities, and then the holy days that are part of the Sikh religion. And lastly, I'd like to touch upon the role of women in the Sikh religion. Being a religion that's always believed a lot in equality and making sure everybody is equal, women as well. There's a part of the scriptures that says, "Sokyo manda akiye jit jamme rajan," meaning, how can you not treat someone equal that gives births to gurus, to kings, to everyone in humanity? The mother is where the family starts from. And that's why being a woman is a huge role in Sikh religion. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji always, in his scriptures, in his teachings, made sure that there was equality amongst women. He would always talk a lot about his sister and his mother, and always thank them for giving him the gift of life and the role that they played in his life to allow him to spread the word and the teachings of Sikhism. So the role of women is a very positive role. They're allowed into the temple, they're allowed to worship with everyone, allowed in the sanctuary. And so that's a part that I'm really proud of, that this religion is really provides equality for everybody that joins. One of the things you'll rarely see is somebody trying to convert somebody to Sikhism, because Guru Nanak Dev Ji and all the 10 gurus always felt that regardless of what religion you're born in, the aim of everyone should be to be a good human being. And you can do that whether you're Christian, whether you're Islamic, whether you're Hindu, whatever religion you may believe in or not believe in. The goal in everybody's life should be a good human being, making sure that they treat humanity with the best possible interactions. And that's why, again, kind of roundabout way to bring back the conversation to the major tenets of the religion. Remember God, share his blessings, always work hard and share your blessings and be somebody that's a giving person, somebody that's always trying to help in any way with everybody possible, regardless of the resources you may have or not have.